Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome to Storm Vortex Center. We are back here today live with we're going to be doing sort of a brief coverage here. However, we are tracking a enhanced risk in the New England states today. You heard me right, we are tracking a decent severe weather event that is expected to unfold across portions of the the New England states here, and I am going to quickly get everything up screen. I have Jake here with me today. Maybe I will have Ayrton here later, and we are going to basically take each storm by one. So we are going to start in Ohio, as we have a severe thunderstorm warning with the considerable tag for portions of northeastern Ohio here. We're going to take a look at this. This is for the counties of, looks to be only Wayne County now is underneath this warning. This is tagged for, I believe, 70 mile per hour wind gust. Okay, so golf ball size hail and 70 mile per hour wind gust. There is a little bit of rotation with the cell, not a terrible amount of rotation on the southern end of the cell. And now we're going to move up to here on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border here. This is for the counties of Trumbull, Geauga, and Ashtabula County right here. And we also have, I don't think we have any of our Ohio severe thunderstorm warnings besides that. Now we are going to move down to the Carolinas here. We're going to move down there as we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in the Carolinas here, and including South Carolina, including Greenville itself. So we're going to take a look at that here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for the counties of, in North Carolina. I'm going to read them off here. We have Caswell, Rockingham, Halifax, Henry, Pittsylvania, City of Danville, and City of Martinsville. Caswell, Rockingham, and Halifax counties are in North Carolina, and Henry, Pennsylvania, City of Danville, and City of Martinsville are all in Virginia. We also have Transylvania, Southeastern Jackson, Southeastern Haywood counties. Also have down here, we have for Central Greenville and East Central Pickens counties, and also Northeastern Anderson and Southeastern Pickens counties. We also have one on the North Carolina-South Carolina border for Central Rutherford and Polk counties. And then we also have one up here for Eastern Lincoln and North Central Gaston counties, just northwest of Charlotte. And we also have a cell that is prompting a warning for Davie, Central Iredell, and Northwestern Ronan counties. As we move up the border, we already did mention those cells. And then we just have a bunch of severe thunderstorms in Pennsylvania that I am not going to mention all of them. I am legit going to be here for 20 minutes mentioning, since there's so many. You can basically see on a wide scale where the warnings are. Most of them are in the Carolinas and Virginias, and most of them are up in the Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania border regions. And you can keep track of the updated counts of warnings here on the bottom bar right here. And if a tornado warning gets issued for any of these cells, we will break in and we will provide coverage on those. So I am going to pull up the tornado watch here on my screen, as I know we did just have a tornado watch issued. Let me go pull that up very quickly. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, perfect. It decided to magically appear. Alright, so we have tornado watch number 376 has been issued for portions of New York, Pennsylvania, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario here. Primary threats with this include a couple tornadoes possible, widespread damage and wind gusts to 70 miles per hour likely, and scattered large hail and isolated very large hail to 2 inches in diameter possible. This serves much of central and northern Pennsylvania. This does include a good chunk of New York State, except for the extreme eastern corridor and, of course, New York City and points east. Probabilities for this watch include a 40-20 for tornadoes, an 80-10 for wind, which is very surprising, and a 40-30 for hail. And, of course, if you take everything into account, altogether it's 95%. And yeah, that is pretty much it. And also we can pull up the SBC Day 1 category outlook. Jake, please break in if any tornado warnings or anything major gets issued, because I'm just going to keep on going over this.
Alrighty.
Did something get issued already?
No, I haven't seen it. But...
Alright, I was going to say. Alright, so we're going to go one by one here with the categories on this Day 1 category outlook. We have a very large marginal risk that extends to portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida, as well as a little bit of southwestern Georgia. Primary threats down there are just going to be some isolated damaging wind gusts. Nothing in terms of very large hail and tornadoes. Then we're going to also move up to the second marginal risk, which extends from New York State into actually portions of Canada are underneath this. From New York all the way to Colorado, which is actually very interesting. Then we have a widespread marginal risk here. This includes 50 million people total between both marginal risks, and major cities within both these marginal risks include New York, Philadelphia, Indianapolis, New Orleans, and Omaha. Now we're going to move up to the slight risk here. Also, just want to make sure that in this marginal risk corridor, including the slight risk, which is first slight risk, is for portions of southeastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri, southwestern Iowa, west central, southwestern Illinois, including St. Louis, Kansas City, Independence, Missouri, a little bit of a very little, maybe on the teetering on the edge of southern Omaha suburbs. And with this, there is a 2% tornado risk for some isolated tornadoes. Main threats in this slight risk right here are going to be mainly damaging winds and large hail, but the isolated tornado or two can do that. Then we're going to move to the second slight risk, which includes Columbus, Baltimore, Charlotte, D.C., and, as I said earlier, Kansas City. Within this risk, you're going to mainly be seeing damaging winds, large to potentially significant hail, and an isolated tornado or two. And then we are going to move on to the enhanced risk. The enhanced risk covers most of Pennsylvania and a good chunk of western and northwestern New York. This also is accompanied by a very large 5% tornado risk, which does actually extend into portions of Ontario and Canada provinces. Main threat is going to be tornadoes and very significant wind gusts, potentially significant wind gusts, and also a corridor of very significant large hail, possibly 2 inches or greater, within western Pennsylvania, south central New York, and southeastern Ohio. And as you can see, the main reason for the enhanced risk up here today is for winds potentially gusting over 70 miles an hour. So that is pretty much all I have right now. We do have 21 severe thunderstorm warnings, which is actually a bit ridiculous to see this much. However, that's pretty much what's going down today. We're going to have multiple storms pushing through the area that can be. I do want to make a note that although although that this is not technically, I'm not able to get this, there is a tornado warning in Canada at this time. This is 6 kilometers south of Rosenhof, moving east at 50 kilometers per hour. I can't get this up on my screen. However, there is 2 tornado warnings in Canada at this time. Just wanted to point that out. That we do actually have a tornado warning in Canada. Looking at velocities here, they don't look that. They look definitely decent. They were looking really good earlier. However, they're not looking too great right now. But that is a tornado warning in Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is for southeastern portions of Ontario province, which includes the communities of Peterborough, Bewdley, Hardwood, Baltimore, Kobach, Lakeport, Brighton, Quinte West, Belleville, Demorestville, and portions of Tweed, Marinora, Madoc, and Actalanote. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. So that is pretty much all we have right now. I'm going to take a look at this cell. I'm going to go down here to check out this Tor possible cell. Down here, I am going to use the Baltimore radar here, as it does appear to be a bit better when it deals with this kind of distance. And as you can see here, there's a little bit of weak rotation here. Nothing too crazy in terms of rotation, however. This does have a Tor possible tag, so that does need to be monitored here. I really wish I was able to get Canadian radars on GR2. Unfortunately, I don't have access to all these radars, so that will be a bit difficult to do. However, we can go up here to the cells, these isolated cells or isolated line of cells in Western New York to check them out, see what they look like. Currently, Buffalo is not underneath any warning at this time. However, I do believe that they are under a tornado watch, if I'm not wrong. I think they are under a tornado watch. Are they? They are under a tornado watch. Okay, yes. I would assume that we will receive a tornado warning for New York here any minute now, if these storms do attempt to cross the United States-Canadian border and do still maintain their tornadic characteristics. So we will have to watch these cells up here and wait to see if they actually will prompt tornadic warnings for New York State. So that is the latest development there, that we could be seeing the potential for maybe New York tornado warning here. We just have to wait and see what these Canadian storms decide to do. Any thoughts, Jake? Alright, it appears Jake has...
Yeah, I don't have any right now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're just waiting to see if these Canadian storms will prompt tornado warnings here in New York. They appear to be weakening as they get there, so I'm not going to say for sure. I don't know for sure, however, I still think that these storms are going to need to be watched carefully. And as I say, Buffalo is not underneath a warning. They are now underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. Or is this actually just the southern end of this? Okay. Either... Oh, wait, yep, right here. Northern Buffalo. Okay. So this is over Niagara Falls right now. Doesn't look anything too much with rotation. Looks to just be some straight line winds pushing through off the Canadian border there. So nothing too crazy in terms of that. But that is some very powerful wind gusts, potentially powerful wind gusts moving into the northern Buffalo metro. How many warnings do we have tagged as tour possible? I just want to make sure. I think if I were right, I think we have like maybe 5 of them tagged. Alright, let's see. Let's see. So pretty much nothing going on at the moment right now. We are going to be basically staying until about 4 p.m. And then if any tornado warnings do get issued, if tornado warnings do get issued during the time that we are here, we will stay for a little bit longer than 4 and cover these. And then pretty much, if we don't see any tornadic threats within at least the next hour, we are going to call it a brief stream, and we will continue to provide updates through our Discord server. If you want to join our Discord server, I will be putting that in the link in the description after the stream, so you guys can go check that out and join and become a member. To be honest with you, nothing tornadic wise is actually going down right now, which is very great. They did just continue one of the warnings for the tour possible tag. Let's just see where I think this is Warren County. Warren County. Oh wait, this is over Pittsburgh. Wait, I need to switch radars. Alright, I need to switch radars here real quick. Alright, so let's go to State College radar and check these bad boys out. Okay, Warren County, okay. So, unfortunately, there is a bit of a radar dead zone with this. I wish there wasn't a radar bug with this, or radar hole, because it would be great to see why this is tour possible, but unfortunately there isn't, so I'm going to have to use Buffalo as the closest radar. Buffalo appears to be the closest radar right now. Looks like it's complete dead. There's like no good radar coverage here, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to track that storm. Just gonna check a couple other things. Looks like we did just get a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know. Actually, wait, I do know where. For Holmes, Stark, and Wayne counties in Ohio, per National Weather Service, Cleveland, and that actually has 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail. So let us go ahead and switch to that cell for the moment, as that is the most significant warning that we have so far out of each. This is looking like it is trying to wrap a circulation around. This looks to be rotating a bit. We might have a little bit of broad rotation right here. That also has to be washed as well. Yeah, that definitely looks to be some weak but broad rotation. I would have to keep an eye on it. So this is not the considerable warning, although there is trying to hook around. But this cell right here is showing some definite rotation and some definite inflow, so we do have to look out for that one. Alright. There is also, I'm noticing, I did see something that there's a cell in Montreal that is riding a warm front. It is in the middle of some backed winds, so that cell definitely needs to keep a very close eye on. I don't have my radar up, unfortunately. Well, actually, I don't even have access to Canadian radars on GR2, so I'm not going to be able to track that, but we'll be able to track it once it gets into the U.S. soil. We currently have 27 severe thunderstorm warnings. That is actually insane. However, these storms aren't in the greatest of environments, so most of these are going to be some brief storm, like brief. They're not definitely going to be brief, but they're going to not be that tornadic as much. Actually, let me look off my phone here. On the Canadian radar. Apparently we have a tornado on the ground in Canada? Well, take it back, but apparently I'm seeing reports that the Canadian Montreal storm is really close to producing here. So, I don't have access to the radar, but if you're in Montreal and you're for somehow, some way listening to this, you need to be in a safe place right now, because I'm seeing from other people that, like, Jake, do you have access to radar scope on your computer? Or nah?
Stand by.
Alrighty. Yeah, because that is definitely very, very close to producing a tornado here. Like, the closest it can get.
There is a radar site that has some coverage on analysts.
That would
It's
KTYX is down. I forget.
KCXX.
KCXX. Okay. Let's see. I see that. Damn. Wow, that's a very impressive signature on radar. Wow, that is a very impressive signature. Hold up. If you go on the KASBV radar on, yeah, that's definitely rotation right there. That could get warned right now. That actually might get a tornado warning. If that's not under a tornado warning, that surprises me, because that thing is definitely rotating and definitely hooking. Wow.
There is the Canadian Weather Authority's website. It has a web page, radar viewer.
I see that, yeah. That is definitely getting tornado warned here. Or will get tornado warned here in Canada here in a minute. And to be honest with you, if it keeps going, it may get extended to New York here. However,
What was that other radar you said that you had?
I have KASBV on my phone that shows the Canadian.
Oh, it's a Canadian site.
It's a Canadian site. Unfortunately, it is a Canadian site. I wish that I had Canadian radars on GR2, but unfortunately I don't. But this is the best radar I'm going to use. So this apparently, I hope this gets warned in Canada. It should be warned. Fortunately, radar is a bit down there. That's a classic supercell structure. See if this decides to update here. Has not made an update yet. I think Canadian radars take a little bit of time to update here. Alright. So if you are in Vaudreuil, Dorian, if you're in Hudson, if you're in Saddlebrook, if you are in Saint Lazare, if you're anywhere in this, Montreal's in this. Montreal is in this. Look out, Vaudreuil, Solanges, Valleyfield, Laval, and Montreal Island. If you are within those areas, watch out. I'm gonna say it at this point right now, that you need to be taking shelter because there is a potential tornado just over Saddlebrook now, and it is definitely a very interesting signature. Very interesting signature.
Looking at the volume at 9,000 feet, it definitely looks like there's a column, not not coming down, but there's definitely a likelihood of rotation in them.
Absolutely. This rotation is currently moving to, I believe, the southeast. It is riding a warm front down there in Canada, so we'll have to see what that does. So just have to wait and see what that does. So we're just currently gonna monitor this. We're gonna monitor this this Montreal storm and see if it decides to do anything. And if we don't get tornado warnings within the next hour or half an hour, we are going to call it a stream. And I do have to actually step away at 4 o'clock, so stream has to end no matter what. But for content purposes, if no tornado warning gets issued within at least 25 minutes, then we're gonna call it a stream here. However, there is this right here in the radar hole, this little rotation spot here where that may have to be watched. This is possible, so we have to look out for that one. what did we just get here? New severe thunderstorm warning. Alright, I'm gonna let that one. So we have a new severe storm warning that just got issued. We just have a crap ton of severe thunderstorm warnings here. We did just get a new mesoscale discussion here. They are basically saying that the severe weather threat is increasing across portions of northern and western New York. Several strong supercells have developed in Ontario and are tracking across Lake Ontario towards western and northern New York. Cooler lake temperatures are likely suppressing convective intensity somewhat at the current time. However, these storms are expected to move out of the lake's shadow in the next 1 to 2 hours, and more robust severe storms are likely as a result. The wind profile continues to improve across the region as a 45 to 55 knot mid-level flow from the 17Z Buffalo RAOB has now increased to 55 to 69 knots per Buffalo 19Z BWP autograph. In addition, as these storms will move east, they will encounter more backflow level winds as they cross the prefrontal trough. The environment east of this trough continues to warm and moisten, with SPC meso-analysis now suggesting limited surface-based inhibition. Therefore, an enhanced tornado threat will likely be present with any supercells in the region. One such storm, which is the greatest near-term tornado risk, is the storm developing in Wayne County. If this storm can maintain itself east of the trough, which may occur given recent destabilization across northern New York, tornadoes will be possible.
That's like half an hour away from me right now. Like, it's moving away, but that's half an hour from where I am right now.
Wayne County. Oh, up here.
Yeah, it's next to Rochester.
What radar? Can't use KTYX.
Okay. I wasn't getting updates from that.
It's down. It's down for
repairs. You want to use K-Buff. Use Buffaloes.
Yeah, it's down for repairs, unfortunately, so there's going to be some hard times trying to get that thing out of there. Trying to get stuff out of KTYX is going to kind of stink. Jesus. Yeah, that thing is definitely trying to hold. Wow, that thing can survive. Damn. Just damn. So we are going to watch the cell here and see if it does anything.
Is that on the new update at the bottom left of that storm? You think that might just be artifacts?
I think
Is
up here is where the actual rotation's gonna be. Down here,
yeah.
yeah, up here where the hook is. Yeah, I think that's where the most likely area of rotation will be. Not 278. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, what am I doing? Alright. So this is going to be the cell we watched, because this is like the most impressive cell out of every single cell that I've seen. It looks like they did drop those tornado warnings in Canada, which is excellent. That is great.
Oh, actually, the rotation might be just south of North Rose.
If that's where the rotation is, then I guess
Yeah, yeah, because I turned on anti-aliasing and there's still a patch of green there.
and it's getting a developing hail core as well. If I alias it, yeah, it's that could be. We'll just have to wait and see what that decides to do.
Yeah, contrast just got bumped on this most recent update.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, that definitely.
I'm showing like a 60, maybe 70 knot difference on those 2 pixels.
Yeah, that could definitely be trying to rotate here, or is rotating. So I would expect that tornado warning to potentially get issued here for anytime soon. Hopefully it weakens. Hopefully it actually does not survive the trough. That trough I mentioned, because if it can't maintain itself east of the trough, then that would be excellent for it. That'd be excellent. But right now it is showing a very nasty signature, and we do have to look out for that. Alright, so we will be going off in the next 15 minutes, well 14 minutes, given that there will be no tornado warning, or that there is currently no tornado warnings in effect. However, if this storm does a tornado warning, we will be remaining on the air until it expires. So as you can see, go back past a couple scans, you can clearly see it's trying to get its act together here. Looks like we just got another considerable severe thunderstorm warning. I'm gonna pull up where it is. Okay, so it's for Warren County, Pennsylvania. Oh wait, it's south of here. It's south of this. Okay, okay, right here. Okay. Let's go to that cell. Check it out. Alright, I'm going to step away for 5 minutes. Something. Yep. Yeah.
Mic on.
What's up?
I could hear you yelling to your parents.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was dealing with something.
It looks like the rotation has shrunk.
Yeah.
The hail core is now over 2 inches.
Yeah, and I had the stream muted, so yeah, it's fine. Ooh,
Oh, wait. Oh, it might be making a water spout. Because just north of Fairhaven, there's a large patch of rotation.
I do see that.
And it's over the coast.
Yeah. This is a delayed report that actually came in this morning, from Wetzel County, Virginia. One fatal. 3 people were walking across a bridge when Hartley flooded and rushed over the bridge, sweeping the 3 into the creek. 2 were swift water rescued, but 1 person drowned. That is very bad. That's actually kind of sad.
The special marine warning for the Buffalo Niagara area has been lifted.
Alrighty. Yeah, I expect that. So pretty much we are going to wait and see if any kind of tornadic activity or anything actually pops off. Because in the next 5 minutes, if nothing decides to pop off, then I'm gonna end the stream.
Alrighty. Yeah, it looks like that southern patch that we were looking at has concluded.
Yeah, I see that.
Or at least it's not visibly rotating at this time.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it just doesn't look that impressive anymore. Alrighty, let me just do a...
Yeah, the updraft for that storm is pretty strong. I'm showing pink up at 34,000 feet.
Alrighty. Yeah, nothing. That updraft is...
Yeah, the storm reaches nearly 60,000.
60,000. Oh, I do see that. Yeah, it looks like the bottom part of that cell does actually reach up to 60,000 feet. Let me get a volumetric scan on this cell to see what it actually look. Or these 2 cells actually. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I think it's got some pretty high tops. Highest it goes is near like actually maybe even over 60,000 feet. That's some very impressive tops. There's a little bit of this right here that goes a little bit right there. Spectrum width, you got your base velocity products. Yeah, there's definitely like these there's some rotation signatures that go up a bit high as well. But yeah, so